Some girls like expensive shoes, some girls like expensive makeup, some girls like expensive handbags. I like stationery. Hello. I thought I would talk about my journals today. I know I talk more about my writing process and my books and my inspiration, but I thought I'd talk about my journals. My journals are a very huge part of who I am. I know that does sound rather sad, but it is what it is. I have loved journals since I was a child. I've loved notebooks, hardbound journals, paperback journals. The more eccentric and the more just quirky, the better. Okay? So this is just all about journals. If you're not a journal person, look away now. Go on to the next video. If you love journals, you love handwriting, you love books, you love notebooks, you love stationery, you love buying stationery, then this is the right video for you. So I have a huge collection of journals. I actually have more. So I have 3 homes. Well, I don't have 3 homes. I sort of live in 3 locations. I live in Nigeria. I'm Nigerian. I live in the UK, in London. I was actually born in London. But at the moment, I'm in Budapest. Now, I don't have the journals in Nigeria or the journals in London because I'm in a different country. But I do have a collection I've amassed over the last year in Budapest. Very interesting collection. Very different. Not what I'm used to, but I love them all the same. A lot of these journals are still very much unused. I feel no shame about it because, you know, these are journals, they're going to be used one day. They're not that expensive. You know, they're made from trees and paper, and I do respect trees, so I feel very comfortable spending money on them. Okay, so here's my first journal. This is, I should have thought about this. So this is going to be, I'm using my front-facing camera, not the back camera, because I'm not a tech person and it's just easier to see what I'm doing. But that's my first journal. It says my big plans for the future. I got it from a stationery shop, which is I think a brand across Europe called I think Tiger, but it's just a simple notepad. But I did like it because I use it for all my writing plans and all my plots and everything I've planned out. My table might shake a bit because I've got heavy stationery on it. So I have this and I absolutely adore it. It's very simple in appearance, nothing special about it. I have this. I actually bought this off Amazon. And at the moment I use this for things I've achieved today, just to remind myself of things I've done on a day-to-day basis, because I think sometimes you get to the end of the day and you feel you haven't achieved much, you feel you haven't done anything. But I got a very nasty habit of telling myself, oh, you haven't done anything, even though I would have written a whole chapter, I would have done social media, I would have worked on some videos. I would forget what I'd done, and I'd say I haven't done anything. So this reminds me of what I've done on a day-to-day basis, and it's refillable as well. This was off Amazon, so it was quite very standard. I think it's made in China or something. This I bought in a shop in the UK. I think it's called TK Maxx. I bought it in the UK, and this actually came with me. And it's just a standard notebook with, you know, lined pages inside, and that's it. Nothing too special about it. But I like brown, leathery type journals. These are just ordinary notepads that says recipes, but I just use that now for pulling out sheets of paper when I want to write on simpler sheets. But I think if you're doing anything like plotting you know, you could actually use this for plotting and writing stories. I've actually written some stories in there, and I think it's just handy to have. And it's simple as well for people who can't pay for the more expensive journals. These are just a nice brown craft cardboard type to have. This is Notes for the Future Me. Now, I haven't actually used this. It's just a flip notepad. And honestly, I bought it because I like the colour. It's white with gold lettering. White with gold lettering and gold or brass rings. I'm a sucker when it comes to this. This is from a local stationery shop. I haven't actually opened it yet, but I'm planning on a special occasion where I open some wine and I open it up. But I just love this stationery so much. I actually found this store by accident because naturally I was looking for some ink and I was looking for places that sold ink in the city. And I went into the store and I lost what was left of my mind. It's beautiful in there. And the aesthetic, it's just been designed to just speak to people like us, people like me, people like you, people who like writing. You will go absolutely berserk in there. But I bought these. These are just 3 notepads. I haven't opened them yet, but I'm planning on using them, but I don't know what for. But I just love the artwork on all their stationery. Now, this is where I do a deeper dive into the same stationery store because it's called Bomo Art, and all their journals are all their journals are absolutely amazing. Absolutely stunning journals. Look at that one. Look at that. You know, look at that. Now, and look at that one. They're just gorgeous. And they've been so intentional with the design. And yeah, they do come up quite pricey, but they're so beautifully designed, you forget that they're quite expensive. These are just gorgeous. And I do want to buy some more. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. And then they've got, sorry, it's a bit all over the place today. They've got the inscription of the shop. So they've got 2 branches in Budapest at the moment. They had a 3rd branch, but during the pandemic, the 3rd branch closed down because, you know, these are quite pricey and it's really hard to, I think so many businesses shut down in the world, but I think good businesses will always tend to do well. Here's this. I actually love this. This is, I've forgotten what it's called, but this design is gorgeous. It's like birds, you know. I know the word, but it escapes me. But it's absolutely gorgeous. There's that one. And then there's that one as well. Now this I was going to use as a recipe book, but I think it's too gorgeous to be used as a recipe book. So I'm still waiting to figure out what I'm going to do with them. But these journals have actually not been used yet. And I don't know if that's sad or not. I don't know. It could be a sad thing. It might not be a sad thing. I don't care because they're beautiful. Look at them. They're just beautiful journals. And they just appeal to my sense of mystery and mystique and steampunk and quirk and just everything else. You know. And this would have been started by someone who absolutely adores stationery as well, because to have this type of mindset and then get designers, local designers and designers from all over the world who are able to make these designs and draw them and go to graphic designers, you have to have that mindset because these are absolutely gorgeous. And this is someone with a very romantic view of the world, of writing and everything else. Okay, and I know they have some new pieces designed by a Malaysian artist, so I'm going to go check them out. But it's a very beautiful store in Budapest. They have 2 branches, and it's if you're ever in the city or in the city, it's worth checking out. I haven't used any of them yet. I did use one for a bit, but then I felt bad for using it because when I use them, I want to be very intentional with what I use them for. So at the moment, they're not being used, and I am planning on going back to the store to get some more. But I have enough common sense and self-control not to go on a huge splurge anymore. Now, this is my letter writing note. It's not really a notepad, it's just more for letter writing. And this is what it looks like inside. As you can see, I've got stamps. It's got a little thingy for stamps. A little pocket card, pocket space there. And these are all my cards. And these are cards I plan to send to people. Engagements, birthdays, congratulations. I use it for all my letter writing. There's usually a pen in there, but that's gone missing. And I just absolutely adore it. I absolutely love it. I actually got this for about £1 in a flea market, like a vintage store, and it was £1, and it's all real leather as well, and that's the craftsmanship that goes into that. So there's no way you could ever chuck anything like that away. It's just beautiful to look at. And I do love my stationery. Stationery makes me happy. You know, like I said previously, some girls like shoes, expensive clothing. Some guys like gadgets, nice cars. I live for stationery. And roller skates. I like roller skates as well. Is that a bit sad? I don't think so at all. I think it's just my hobbies. I just adore my hobbies. And I like doing what I do. And I love writing as well. And for me, it's all about the writing. This is my world building sketchbook. Now, as some of you will know, I'm not very good at sketches. So it's just like simple, very basic stuff going in there. But it's just for my world building. And I'm going to do more world building videos as well. But that's pretty much it. I just thought it'd be good for you guys to see the process behind my books and my notebooks as well, because this is how obsessed I am, and this is nowhere near the full amount of notebooks I have, but I just adore them all, and I think the quirkier they are, the better. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.